What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, undefeated, 5-time 3-division world champion, superstar boxer Gervonta Tank Davis, who is 29 wins, no losses, no draw, 27 big wins by way of knockout, 28 years of age, 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach. Gervonta Tank Davis is now set free as of 48 hours ago, a little over 48 hours ago. And Gervonta Tank Davis, obviously everybody wants to know what's next for Gervonta Tank Davis. Everybody's clamoring to figure out what's the next move for Gervonta Tank Davis. Gervonta Tank Davis is a superstar in the sport of boxing, if there ever was one. Gervonta Tank Davis is seen to be the face of the sport of boxing, if not top two. He and 4-division world champion, Mexican superstar boxer, who is currently the undisputed super middleweight world champion, widely considered by many to be the face of the sport of boxing, in Saul Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez is 59 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws, 39 big wins by way of knockout. He is 33 years of age, 5'8" with a 67-inch arm reach, 70-inch arm reach, excuse me. And Canelo Alvarez is seen to be the face of the sport of boxing. Canelo Alvarez attests to this when asked about Gervonta Tank Davis being the face of the sport of boxing. And Canelo Alvarez, he said, he hasn't done enough yet. Tank Davis hasn't. He's still the face of the sport of boxing until he is ready to hang him up, right? But nonetheless, they're definitely top two. Tank Davis showed his star power April 22nd, Las Vegas, Nevada, T-Mobile Arena, when he faced off against Mexican-American lightweight, junior welterweight, superstar, title contender, King Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia is now taking a loss, 23 wins, 1 loss, no draws, 19 wins by way of knockout. He is 24 years of age, 5'10" with a 70-inch arm reach. He knocked Ryan Garcia out, dropped him in the 2nd round, and knocked him out with a left hook to the body in the 7th round. With that said, Ryan Garcia has enormous star power and status, and Tank Davis showed his. And they fought, and they did 1.2 to 1.4 million pay-per-view buys. Massive. The 5th highest gate in Las Vegas history. They did big numbers. And Gervonta Tank Davis was sentenced to 90 days house arrest, Cinco de Mayo, May 5th, after that fight, just 2 weeks after. And he did 30 days in his condo downtown Baltimore, and then he did 40 days in jail. So he's released, and everybody wants to know what's next. We saw the photos of Gervonta Tank Davis, and he's extremely slim. He has slimmed down a ton, right? Now we see these photos surface of Gervonta Tank Davis enjoying the fruits of his labor. And Gervonta Tank Davis team is saying, what y'all want to see next? Who's next? What y'all want to see next? What y'all want next? And that's the big question. Is Gervonta Tank Davis going to fight before the year is up once again? Or is Gervonta Tank Davis going to just sit on the shelf, right? Let the year expire and then go into 2024 with a fresh year. Many people speculate and expect him to come back in December, right? There was talks that he and Devin Haney could be back in December. So with that said, now there's plethora of fights and opportunities for Gervonta Tank Davis. He's not short of opportunities. He's not short of opponents. There's no shortage of opponents and opportunities for Tank Davis. And there's people that are saying maybe he'll fight Frank the Ghost Martin. Frank Martin fought last night against our team. Very tough competitive fight. He walked away with a victory. but many people felt like Frank Martin was exposed. I'm not putting too much stock into that performance, right? We've seen that movie before, where you put so much stock into one performance, and then that fighter come back against an even better fighter, and they have the fight of their life. So I'm not going to put too much stock into that performance. What I will say is this, is that Frank Martin is athletic, he can box, he's explosive, and he has power. Tough fight for Tank Davis. Now you have Isaac Pitbull Cruz, Mexican superstar title contender, who Gervonta Tank Davis already fought and beat Isaac Cruz, and I thought he beat him convincingly, but there's many people that questioned the fight because Tank Davis didn't get a knockdown and knockout. There's people that says that Gervonta Tank Davis was exposed, and Isaac Cruz was competitive. He had moments for sure, but did he beat Gervonta Tank Davis? No. Was it that close of a fight that it garnered a rematch? I don't believe so. I thought it was a close fight. I thought it was entertaining, but I thought Gervonta Tank Davis won 9 rounds to 3. I thought he clearly won the fight, right? He showed versatility. He showed movement. He showed skills. He showed a ring IQ. He showed durability. He showed versatility. I thought he put on a dazzling performance. I personally thought Gervonta Tank Davis put on a dazzling performance. So with that said, people started to call for a rematch. Isaac Cruz had moments. He's a professional boxer. He's supposed to. But I thought Tank Davis clearly won. I think the rematch will be exciting because Isaac Cruz has had some big, brutal knockouts since then. Since he had that fight with Tank Davis, his star status has grown, and it would be competitive. I know Tank Davis after the fight said he ain't gonna rematch Isaac Cruz, not interested, but the world is calling for it. And there was talks that he could possibly fight against Devin Haney, undefeated, undisputed lightweight world champion superstar boxer, Devin the Dream Haney. There's people that said that Devin Haney and Gervonta Tank Davis had begun negotiations. And Bill Haney, father trainer manager Bill Haney, has debunked that notion, said that they have not sent over anything, they have not begun any negotiations. So that's not true. And then you have undefeated Olympic silver medalist, 2-division world champion, former unified super featherweight WBC WBO world champion, now a lightweight superstar title contender, Shakur Stevenson, who's 20 wins, no losses, no draw, 10 wins by way of knockout, 25 years of age. He's a southpaw, 5'8" with a 68-inch arm reach. So people, are calling for a possible Shakur fight. But we got to be realistic. What's realistic for Gervonta Tank Davis? What's realistic for Gervonta Tank Davis? Right? Devin Haney is a strong possibility because Devin Haney's a network promotional free agent. Devin Haney is possibly looking to move up to 140. So I would say the chances of percentage of seeing a Devin Haney fight is probably slim. Right? Shakur Stevenson fight is not going to happen. Shakur Stevenson is with legendary promoter, top-ranked CEO Bob Arum and ESPN. They're not going to fight Gervonta Tank Davis next. Okay, they would have to bring the networks together. You would have to bring together ESPN and Showtime again. They will have to come together to make this fight happen, and I just simply don't see that happening. That's not going to happen. They're not going to come together for Shakur Stevenson Gervonta Tank Davis fight. So I don't think Shakur Stevenson is in the running. Frank Martin, who is now 17 wins, no losses, no draws. I think Frank Martin, 28, southpaw, 5'8" with a 68-inch arm reach. I think that's more realistic. Frank Martin, because Frank Martin is with Man Down Promotions, which is Errol Spence Jr., He's with Showtime and Showtime President Sports Steven Espinosa and the PBC Premier Box Champion Founder and Advisor Al Heyman. That's an easier fight to be made. Frank Martin versus Gervonta Tank Davis. The most realistic opponent, I believe, is Isaac Cruz. And the reason I say that is because that makes the most money, right? Tank Davis versus Frank Martin, who's 18 wins, no loss, and no draw, 12 wins by way of knockout, is a good fight, right? But it's not going to garner the same amount of attention, storyline, and money that I see Pitbull Cruz is going to generate, who is 24 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw, 17 wins by way of knockout, 25 years of age, 5'3" with 63-inch arm reach. Tank and Isaac Cruz, they fought December of 2021, so a few years ago. He's going to fight Giovanni Cabrera July 29th on a massive, undisputed, welterweight, undefeated showdown. The most highly anticipated fight in 10 years. The biggest fight, in my opinion, in 40 years, with Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. And Isaac Cruz is going to be the co-main event against Giovanni Cabrera, who's 21 wins, no loss, and no draw, 7 wins by way of knockout. He's 5'9" with a 71-inch arm reach, right? He's 28 years of age. Isaac Cruz puts on a dazzling performance against Giovanni Cabrera, and all eyes will be on Gervonta Tank Davis and Isaac Cruz Part 2. Because he knocked out Edwin Ramirez brutally, Yuriorkis Gamboa brutally, and he's made a name for himself. And to be showcased as the co-main event to Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford, that fight is possibly going to do, I believe it's going to do over 1 million pay-per-views. So you factor that fight is going to do 1 million pay-per-views. All odds going to be, more people going to be in the know of Isaac Cruz. It's just going to be a big fight. So I think that it's 60% chance we see Isaac Cruz and Tank Davis next. I think it's a 60% chance we see Isaac Cruz, Tank Davis. I think it's 35% chance we see Tank Davis and Devin Haney. And I think that it's 5% chance we see Frank Martin and Gervonta Tank Davis, and a 0% chance that we see Shakur Stevenson and Tank Davis. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out. But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button, drop a comment in the comment section, let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.